Hello, welcome back to Age of Wonders. We are continuing on with our Demon Reavers, turn 103. Hopefully the final episode, I think. I mean, we're still off of casting all the spells we need because mana is tough, but I think we should be able to activate the old Age of Magic today and get things cooking. We are prepping our demonic transformation, which I'm very excited for. And we're clearing out a few remaining places like these Mistwalkers, and then going to war, getting some shrouded stuff. The Merchant of Beasts is leaving. This is invading Marauder Guard. We're just gonna wipe these guys out. Soup's fast. And then I guess I'm gonna spend a turn healing here. Not that I really want to. You know what? I can spend a turn healing here. And then at least I'm a little bit closer. Hostiles in domain. Invisible hostiles in domain. Where? Well, somewhere here there's a hostile army. We've unlocked Summon Blood Exarch. Fight for power. Summon Chaos Eater. I do want that one. And it's cheap. We're building up random defenses in the north. But a lot of our places are getting to the point now where we can just turn them on, produce merchandise. Because of war trophies, our production is really high in every city. Can I move this shrouded gate? Where is it? Where is it? This guy. Move portal. Where do I want to move you? You're an 18. You're a 23. You're a 17. You're an 18. I guess we'll move it up here. So now that guy can come out and heal. That's really nice. I need a big army to take on this Arcanum. This guy might do it. 17 points. All right, let's just try taking these guys out first. Clear out the schlubs. Lose the Temptress, that's fine. Get an Astral Serpent? Nah. Get a Frost Shield. Disenchant that. So that's another Obelisk. We can send these guys back here as well. And I guess I need someone to replace that Temptress with, right? So I feel like I have 3 armies here. One of them should be good. You have a Dragoon, a Scald, an Overseer, and a Mage. So that's your problem. You got to replace those two with someone better. You could maybe use the Tyrant Knight. Do you have a Pain Maiden? You do have one Painbringer. All of these should have Painbringers in them. Ooh, yeah. We also have like Chaos Eaters now. But the Chaos Eater upkeep is a lot, and the summon cost is a lot. All of them should also have Mage Lock Cannons, which they do not. So 2 Mage Lock Cannons need to be built there. Seeing as they don't really cost me much to make. Another ruler denounced. Awesome. Okay. We're in a very good spot. We can actually get a secret spell for once. We'll probably have those guys clear out that last breach, the Mistwalkers, and then come up and deal with this city. Or, I don't know. These guys actually could probably go over and deal with that city. Thinking about it. Is it faster to just walk? Can you just walk? I feel like you almost could. I'll have you guys teleport, but this guy could definitely just walk. I have a scout left? That's unbelievable. I had no idea. That scout was really putting his work in. Okay. Yeah, I still don't know where the hostile force is here. But I'm just gonna move up. What is going on with vision? You're gonna take this breached arcanum. There's the Mistwalker camp. Okay. Clear that. Boom. These guys are dealt with. Vampire spider mount. Resilient helm and some other trash. And now we can also see where that army is. More importantly, your item, Gorbeast's Heart, is completed. So we now have this cool orb. I could put you on a vampire spider. I'll admit to that being tempting. I could also put you on a vampire spider. Which feels a little more correct. I like how I have a vampire spider, a hunter spider, and a dread spider available. You riding the Inferno Hound is just like, yeah. Unless I got you like an Infernal Juggernaut, I guess that would be the next step. Found yourself pretty happy with the Federation stuff? Yeah, I haven't had a chance to play the other side of the Reavers yet. The good guy Reavers. But I'm looking forward to it. Insurance, as long as cats and husbands are gone, who knows what could happen with such old wiring. Your ruler looks awesome. Yeah, I'm really stoked about this guy. He looks great. I have 3 turns till I can cast any other spells. Let's just build a Chaos Amplifier lens. There is Summon Chaos Eater. There's Gifts of the Old Blood. There's Crimson Court. Letting you gain mana from vassals when migrating, raising, or pillaging. All right, yeah, let's build that. Second Mage Lock Cannon, and then I'm basically out of War Spoils. You made a Mage's Guild, so I'm actually getting pretty good mana now. Unbelievable, but... these guys all count as conduits, so let's start going ham. Every one of those will scale with this Arcane Governor. Wow, what do I do with you? You're going to have a really hard time getting food. I think. Let's just build you granaries and rush them. You can just stay there and get XP. Okay, Starry-Eyed Enlightenment is done, so we're no longer getting double knowledge. So our research is going to go back down to a reasonable level. an overseer. You actually don't have an overseer, so I guess we'll put you in there. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I should have one of these guys take the lever's spring. This is just like a bronze place. Avert your eyes. Blind but immune to seduce. Let's take that. Get a level up. We can get a handful of gold, a bit of population, or a nymph. Let's take a population, because we're going to then use that to take lever's spring, which is perfect. Lever Spring also gives us 30 extra healing at the end of each turn in this domain, which is incredible because this domain is like my military city and also my front attack city. Could you guys also kill this? I don't see why not. I lost an overseer. Oh well. I guess that just means I have to build a scald. And I have so much draft, it's instant. You three attack this, and we'll get the heck out of here. Okie day, okie day. I'm loving this right now, dudes. We'll move up to that Breached Arcanum after. You built a catapult. Build a Beacon of Valor. You built a Beacon of Valor. Build nothing else? I have a teleporter there. I could build a teleporter like down here. Save myself some turns. I don't know. Outpost. Interesting. I think I'm just going to put this guy on money. Chuckles levels up to level 12. Amplify Chaos could actually be pretty good on him. Draining Burst is also pretty solid. But I guess let's go crit crazy. I cannot get crit on him because I made him a charger. Huh. Yeah, well. That sword does 40% critical hit damage. I could reset his build. And at this point, it might be the right idea. Yeah, because he was originally like a charge tank. And he is not anymore. Now he is a big crit daddy. So I think that's the better idea. Yeah, you still have lots of HP, so. And now you have 50% crit chance. Much better. Vampire Spider, another yet to be classified Australian monster. Yeah. The axe and shotguns are nice. Yeah, the breach guns, they're really cool. I haven't really played with them a lot yet, but we had one on our tank, which was a weird spot to have it. Though I didn't hate it. I just couldn't figure out quite how to make that build work. What are you building, man? Quarries, I guess? Oh, but Ico, I will not be doing that. Checks out. Like the possibility to get 2 guilds. Yeah, I got to look at what we need to do for that. Pick up Go for the kill here on Gorgoon. How do you win the game? You cast the win the game spell. Are you serious? That sounds stupid. You can play as goblins with cat ears. Of course it's stupid, but it's real fun. I mean, there's lots of ways to win the game, right? There's lots of different victory conditions. All sorts of funny ways to do it. It's up to you to decide which one is right for you. Which one's right for your build. I guess, Gorebeast, let's send you into the Shrouded Gate, because I don't need to send everybody. Oh, that Havoc magic is going to be so expensive, but so good. We just unlocked the Crimson Court here, so I'm going to get that built. Chaos Amplifier is built. Ketlin. Luna State Hall. Priobek, I want to rush your granary. Probably build you a stonemason next. You, I think, need to... get this, and you can get the Cursed Tower. Sure, that's a hut, so we can also just like replace that with, say, an Imperial War Factory. Okay, we'll go here. Pillage that. 2 turns to pillage. That can't be right. Pick up improved pillaging. Are you a raider? You're a conqueror. Win a siege battle. Are you a raider? You are. Are you a raider? No. You're meant to be fighting alongside my ruler. Ugh, and he's out of range. All right, well, whatever. You're going to raid it then. Karen has unlocked the Beacons of Unity, so it does really seem like our ally is going to pick up a win fairly soon. What want I do army with? I don't know. Good question. I know I want to cast this. Infernal Fiends. 15% critical hit chance, Desolate Walk, Lava Walk, Fire Protection, Flying on all of our units, Frenzy when they attack, along with much more. Hell yeah. We just replaced our horns with bigger horns and then got wings. Comedy. Oh yeah, Priovec. Right. I guess I was meant to be killing you, not this city. Siege guns. Bolt repeaters. Power bombardment. Burn the battlements. Where's my other guy? Okay. You're gonna come up to the Arcanum. Let's do this stuff. I'm gonna soften his defenders. Yizgard's Golden Guardians. Defender heroes have minus 20 maximum HP. Base attacks have a 60% chance of inflicting Gilded. Gold Sundering. Age of Death. Let's fight this because I want to see what the Arcanum looks like. Okay, it's always the same. So I really did not need to fight this then, but, you know, it's all good. It's all gravy. Strengthened and fortuned. Can I hit anybody with a curse from here? Doesn't look like it. I can't do anything, in fact. I cannot. So let's just wait a moment. Like the purple color everywhere, is it just the map? I didn't notice. No, it's the Age of Death, which is a special event that's been triggered by someone who had an event of ruin. Bang. Vision of ruin. One of those builds that's going to be a problem if it shows up again as an opponent. Congratulations, you made the game harder. Oh yeah, we got a couple of those. We got a couple of those that we've made over the years, and they're always a joy. Let's cast Rally Regeneration. Let's also cast Strengthen and Lifesteal. So everybody on our team has 5 Strengthen now. Curse. I could curse him. I can't reach him with the Infectious Affliction. But I could summon a spider. Now, I know it does actually make sense for me to charge, because I have charge units and they have spears. But I'm not going to do that. Because they also can't reach me. I didn't know you became uncontrollable when that happened, because otherwise I would have cast Sprint so that you could have actually reached him. What's wrong with you? You're gilded. What? Base attacks have a chance of inflicting gilding. Did something hit him? I guess it must have. Oh, are we encoding again? Or what is on this map? Dude, there is always something lately. There's always something glitching out the encoding. I turned shadows down the other day because I was like, I don't know what's happening with these guys. Is it volumetric lighting? Maybe it's the volumetric lighting on this map. The more you know, the better you feel. Bang. No, it's not the volumetric lighting. We're just going to turn it down to medium. Even that doesn't fix it? What? They have got to figure this out. There is something in the video settings. This came in during the vampire update. And there's something in the video settings that absolutely just demolishes your frame rate. And I have not been able to figure out what it is. But it is foolish. Well, let's just cast that and then kill him. Because it'll get your spell back. I think this Tormentor is probably in some big trouble. %90 chance of getting Torment. Probably not. These guys are tier 5s. So it's not going to do a lot to them. Golden Golem, such a good visual design. 10 out of 10. Nailed it at the gate. Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely despise Golden Golems. There is no unit I hate fighting more. Here's a great question. They just attacked me 3 times. Why didn't I retaliate on any of those attacks? For real? Marauder Guard begins turn 3. There's much of morale. Bastion uses Inspiring Defense. Lady Rama uses Taunt. Uses Melee Strike on the Ice Spider. Sorry, it was their turn 4. Here we go. Golden Golem uses Golden Cleave. Deal damage to enemy units in a 1-hex cone. Damage. 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 They had multiple retaliation strikes. This character wasn't stunned. They weren't gilded. What happened here? Terrible to fight, but damn, they look good. Facts. I actually have no idea what caused this. There's nothing in here I would understand for them not to get those attacks. They have hyper awareness. They're immune to flanking. They have +1 retaliation attacks. Why didn't that trigger? Blinded? No, I don't think so, because like when this character came up and attacked me, I did a retaliation attack against them. It's just that the Golden Golems didn't trigger it. The only thing I could think is if he attacked that square. And he was hitting me with the splash damage. But I don't think the computer does that. Like, I don't think the computer knows how to alt attack. Unless that's new. It could be new. It could be new. Well, you can just dominate that guy for free. What a crazy ability Bent Broken Will is. That guy has Steadfast. Okay. Guess we'll do that. Strengthened and Fortune. You're already maxed out on those, so... Tell you what, let's just attack him. You can go after this guy. Gilded, okay. Understandable, have a nice day. Can you reach anybody with a sprint? You sure can't. Kill him with Infernal Jaws. Gorge our guys. That guy's broken. Remove retaliations with the cannon. Let's charge him with you. Let's give him the blast. The old blast ass. That Bastion gets frozen. Can you get the kill there? I'll let the other guy route. Do you use a spell that removed defensive mode? No, they didn't. It's an NPC party. Like, this is the thing, right? Is like the character still retaliated when the hero moved up and attacked. And that's what confuses me. Because there's nothing in the Golden Golems that should give them that ability, unless the only thing I could possibly think of is that the Golden Golems were attacking the space next to my Painbringer, so it wasn't triggering the retaliations, which is new to me. If that's what happened, it's pretty sick if that's what happened. Honestly, unlock a secret spell achievement. Do I want this Bastion? Yes. You've scavenged equipment from the defeated heroes. A resistance signet. Nice. And an enchanted helmet. Also nice. The Golden Defenders were no match for your army's mights. You may now explore Ygard's Hall. The Arcanium served as a treasury and laboratory. Here, Ygard Worldbender experimented on his subjects, some of whom you defeated just now. Your eye is drawn to the pure gold statue. The void stone that replaced Ygard's heart pulses with energy, and your hand touches the relic. It transmutes into a sheet of gold leaf on which Ygard etched his most elaborate spell. His greed drove him to exchange his followers' gentleness for wealth. Will his obsession corrupt you in a similar way? World spell Materium. Heroes in target army lose 20 max HP. Base attacks have a 60% chance of inflicting. Gilded. And grants 50 gold per world map turn. Cannot affect leaders. So I lose 20 HP on a hero, but I gain 60% chance of doing gilded. Huh. Gold, knowledge, a chunk of Imperium. We'll take the Imperium. Artifact. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good spell. Now the question is, who gets it? Real penalties, status resistance, status resistance, status resistance. Defensive foresight. I'm going to give you that foresight. Give you that helmet. I guess we'll give you Vicious Killer as well. You can have the other helmet. Oh my god, everything looks so funny because we turned the graphics down so much. I gotta fix that. Dude, our guy looks crazy. This is definitely... I would actually say this is maybe the coolest looking hero I've ever made. All the effects combined together are just perfect. He looks like hell on earth. Golden Golems don't care. Nothing is impossible for Gold Golems. Kill the trash army to produce gold? Well, it sounds like it only affects the heroes, right? Heroes in target army. It's just I can't cast it on my leaders, so, like, he can't have it. But, like, Gorgoon could have it. Or Gobla the Squig could have it. Or Jimifer could have it. Who has got HP to spare? Nobody really. Gorgoon kind of does. You're just so crit based, right? I guess this would maybe give also Fire Evocation might get gilded. kind of feel like Gobbler should be the one who gets it. Guaranteed to do 3 hits with an attack. Yeah. That's why I'm thinking Gobbler or Jimmifer. Jimmifer does have this shield. And this crown. That's a spell blade. Oh, your skills are not correct at all. Let's build you properly. Why don't we give you a bunch of HP and make you a weird tank? 'Cause that is kind of how you are correct right now. Melee retaliations knocks target back a hex. Would you want that? Or would you just want melee attacks trigger retaliations? I feel like that's better for you. Oh, you can't get vigor with that ability, though. And you kind of need that HP. Yeah. Okay, we're going to cast on Jimmifer. Where are you, Jimmifer? You're not here. You're over here. I have to wait a turn to cast it, so there's that as well. This guy, I guess, can move down here to Virago. I don't know what I'm doing with you dudes. Sit in the city for now, get some XP. You're good to annex. You have that Arcanum. You don't have that Dark Layer and that Obelisk. Or this Urwild Glacier. I feel like this is probably the best thing for you to take, though. So we'll just build you another farm for now. You're going to build... all that's Ashland. I can't build on Ashland either. She's building an outpost there. Are you serious? All right, we got to deal with that. Non-hero units do 20% damage to heroes. Your heroes gain 200% XP from combat. 1100 to increase city cap. Quarries grant food. I'm gonna get the extra XP on heroes. Yeah, right. I'm done hiding. Now I'm shining. Gotta be golden. Are we K-pop demon hunters? We're definitely demons. So... is it you? Wham bam slam a jam. Cool. Okay. Cast Yigard's trade on Demonkin Goblin. Report sent. Yeah, apparently I didn't like that. I haven't had... that's my first crash on this DLC so far. I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it was mostly due to the simultaneous turns. End of the world spell, right? Cool. Neat. Neato Delito. Literally unplayable. Can't be played. Me waiting on the slowest PC ever to win the Beacons of Unity win with only 12 rounds left, aka 1.5 hours. That is why I play on simultaneous turns. Because when you get into those like, oh, I just have to wait 10 turns to win, and you know that nothing is really threatening you, simultaneous turns is a big help. So, end turn. I think. You can run it back. These guys are going to vibe here for a round. Havoc magic unlocked. Tome of the Chaos Lord. We could also take Tome of the Eternal Lord, but definitely Tome of the Chaos Lord. For us.
Delight in disorder. Thrive on turmoil. Your aura of chaos is like an insidious mist that warps reality and incites madness. The very land seems to tremble as you arrive, with beings from demonic realms taking notice.
Take that buff spell. We also need that age spell. Speaking of, what do I need? 400 mana to cast a bind. I would like to actually start winning. I feel like winning might be a good idea at this point, so I'm going to buy up a bunch of mana so I can start casting spells. You have made your Crimson Court. I guess you want a channeling chamber, but let's cast some stuff first. Okay. Find an ancient gold wonder. Build a channeling chamber. Those guys need one more turn there. Can I rush production up in Pitchfeck? Yes. State Hall requires 2 farms. Yuck. All right, well, we can build a tier 2 city at least. She's building an outpost, but that won't last. Okay, I want to go look at that goblin now. Now that we've saved. Yeah, he's pretty cool. So he lost 20 maximum HP. Did he? He didn't have 129, did he? Oh, no, because we rebuilt him. Yeah, so he probably did, yeah. Grants 50 gold per world map turn. That's also pretty kick-arse. 53 versus 31. Karen is building the Beacons of Unity. In fact, it might have them all built already. You're gonna build some caltrops. I don't need a big army to take that outpost out. These guys could probably do it. Let's attack this. 53 versus 3. But a lot of ironclads on a siege. I'm willing to just take that. Yeah. Raise it to the ground. Why not raise it to the ground? And then I'll have them come back. You lost a mage lock, you lost a mage lock, and you lost a scald. Now, I could start replacing mage locks with chaos eaters, but also mage locks are free. So where do I want to go? There's Axe Tusk. I do want Axe Tusk. There's this Pirate Cove, which would be a pain. There's Priovec. And there's these towers. You know what? I do need to... Yeah. Why don't you grab the Cursed Tower? Why don't you get that outpost? And you could come down to that dark layer. It's a bit weird feeling splitting all those guys up, but I think it makes sense. I want to get Fire Evocation on Jimmerfer here. Denounce, denounce. We've been invaded by Priovec. Okay. That's fine. Not a major issue. Didn't crash when you cast a spell, but after you click the hero, it's weird. Yeah. I think something probably went on with simultaneous turns, because if you're trying to do a lot when simultaneous turns is going on, often the computer doesn't like it. Okay, that's 3 Beacons of Unity. Now, I will say, the AI is really bad at defending Beacons of Unity, so... This Marauder Guard is a Blood Exarch, a Reaper, an Undead Titan, a Roast Knight, a Pestilence Crocodile, and a Skeletal Militia with Age of Death. Maybe my tier... Oh, this is my Undead army. You shouldn't have a Direcaster. You should absolutely not have a Direcaster. You don't have any frontline units. You have 2 frontline units, and they're both tier 1. You guys need your troops. Scald. Collect. Sit in the town. Not explore. Not exploring. That's not what I want you doing. So you're going to go for the Cursed Tower. You're going to go burn down this outpost. You enter the dark Cursed Tower. Used to be a grand stable beacon for all magical beings, but now you and your army notice something is off. A Reaper! $410 mana to displace reality. Every 3 turns, all units are teleported by 2 hexes. That sounds awful. I don't want that one bit. Oh, that happens anyway. Alright, well, I'm sure we'll be fine. Whoa, okay, I guess not. Sure, you'll be fine. Gets totally stack wiped. Well, said the cat. Actually, I don't think you want to move. I think you're going to summon a spider. Yeah, everyone's going to go on defense. then we're all going to get displaced. Oh, no. Nice. We have a round before displacement. So I'm going to cast Rite of Life Leeching. Triple Strength and Lifesteal. Rally Regeneration. Hit all 3 of those with the cannon. Let's Hex Pack you. Oh, this Warbreed's a ghost. That slaps. Okay. You're gonna do that. You're gonna hit him. You're gonna hit him. You're gonna hit him. Then you're gonna figure out what you want to do. I think the answer is I'm gonna come up here and cast. Weren't there 3 of them in that cannon shot? Did one of them phase out? I guess we'll cast Curse. And we'll see how this works. In a Game of Thrones mod, I'm gonna play CK3. Game of Thrones mood. That's fair. Sorry, I see that this is being wanky again today. I really don't know why it's doing this, so I'm just gonna turn it down to low. My wizard is not having the best time. That phase beast really got in there, hey? Ah, yeah, okay, so he has like slip away. Or some variant of. 22 deal damage, flanker, frenzy, lifesteal, torment. Tormenting lash, 30. 75% crit chance. I'm gonna have you move up there. Oh, you're really not doing it, hey? Warbreed, what do I want to do with you? You're going to get eaten for a lot if I don't do something. Okay, that was worth it. What want do? You guys are undead. Undead's immune to bleed? No. So I could do a rite of bloodletting. Bleeding, misfortune, morale damage. I could also do a free channeling ritual. Remove his retaliation attack. I can't really do that without hitting myself, though. Would Blightfall even be useful here? None of those guys have demonic gorge. You're a good question. Nice. He's stunned, so I tell you what, I'm gonna go for you. Because I've already got you to teleport once this turn, and now you're also on fire, and I can actually finish you off with the Scald. Heck yeah. That worked. That guy dies. My spider disappears. You're morale breaking. He eats a corpse and then fingers of death me. No, but he does do a lot of damage. Ooh, that Warbreed is not having the time of his life, and he's never felt this way before. Dude, this guy does not want to take any damage. I'm going to cast that again, mostly for the distracted. Can't hit you. Could hit him. Or 24 in melee. I guess you might as well just go into melee. Now the cannon can shoot you. And the Scald can shoot you. The Scald can shoot you. And the Warbreed probably dies. I'd love to say he doesn't, but he probably does. Okay. We're gonna move you up. We're gonna dominate? No, I can't dominate any of these guys. But I could get an easy kill on you, so let's just take that. Simple crit. Shadow step with you so that you get 3 full attacks. He's broken. The other guy's, I think, almost broken. Damn, that Mage Bane does not want to break. Honestly, kind of just rude. Boom. Critical hits. Out the wazoo. I lost the Tyrant Knight too. You know what, man? It's for a Curse Tower. And now I can put like tier 4, tier 5 units in them. I can get a Scorching Spark Collar, tier 4 Grimoire with burning and line damage. That's not bad. Save the chest filled with riches or an ancient tome of teleportation. That's gold. That's charge phase. I don't want to cast that. I don't want phase beasts. Three mana per adjacent conduit. Kind of nice. But I'm going to take that book. So you're an Industrious Governor. You are the Arcane Governor. I'm going to give you the Cursed Tower. And just like a shrine or something for now. So now we have Wizard Bombardment and Siege Projects as well, which is really nice. Dope. And you can come back to Verrego. So I could give him this Bastion, who is pretty baller. In fact, he's super baller. Now you have a melee, and you only need one more melee. Which could be another Painbringer. It could be an Infernal Juggernaut. Are my Painbringers also demons? They are. Like, it could be a Temptress, but I kind of want a big elephant. Kind of want the big elephant. So let's just rush him. Put him into the army. Great. Demonic Onslaught. Unlocked. Let's take Demonic Siphon. We probably won't cast it right away, but... I suppose I could clear the House of Hunger here. I don't know that you need anything. I'm just gonna put you on merchandise. I suppose an Arcane Observatory, especially with the Urwilder Glacier buff, would give him a lot of vision. You're currently being attacked. Let's get Catapult Towers over here. You've leveled up to level 16, which gives you Paragon of Chaos. Or gives you Paragon of Shadow. This unit and all units in the army gain Universal Camouflage, Slippery, and Fleeting. Or all units get Strengthened and Hastened at the start of combat. And adjacent allies get crit chance. I gotta be honest, I think Paragon of Shadow makes more sense. Not that I expect this guy is going to be getting, like, killed a lot, but... I'm gonna take a Toon's Goat Ear. And this book... Yeah, we're gonna give that to you. I think that's the way to do you. Because that staff is not really getting us anything special. It's getting us Hindering Blizzard. But this gives us line damage. And also, like, Supreme Range, which is the kind of thing that you don't really have a lot of right now. And nobody else can use that book, so... Now, I'm also going to bind that Cursed Tower. And then I'm going to bind the Shrine of Meridia. And then I'm going to trigger a Magic Victory. That's what we're going to do. We just buy everybody's mana. Give me more. Okay, you're being pillaged. That's fine. It's 2 turns away. What do I feel about your remote? I think it's okay, but it's a bit off. Not quite right. Yeah, I think it's not fully reading at small scale. I gave it a little looky-loo earlier. And that would be like the immediate thing I thought. You guys are all ready? You're ready. So I guess you could go and help out that homie down there. You lit the Beacons of Unity. Okay, so the attacks are about to begin. You're just gonna kill these Dark Layers. Do I want an Inferno Hound? Not really. Do I want an Obsidian Wyvern Mount? Ooh. Or do I want to make it into a tier 1 cape? Let's take the mount. Okay, so these 3 dweebs. I'm gonna go deal with Priovec. You're gonna grab this. A Guile, a Karag. Sure. Uh-oh. Shadow Crisis. I'm not having a lot of luck with these events lately. The Karag has the ability to consume the piles of bones scattered around the map, consuming a pile that gives him a stack of devoured power. Yeah. And there are 5 Tyrant Knights in this fight? Oh my god. Yeah, whatever. Avian Shadow Dwellers. I lost a Mage Lock Cannon. Eh, you know what? Man, he's really lost his clowny look. Run after a Butcher Ogre. Get a population in Pitchvec. Get 241 Imperium or get some gold. I'm going to take the Imperium. And then you can heal over here. So, I have enough to increase my city cap. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to take over Priovec. Nom 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 levels up. You are my undead dude. I'm just going to put regeneration and then hardening support. Gobla levels up. You're getting crit abilities. Shuckles levels up. He gets sweep attack. Shuckles levels up again. You can just do more damage. He must do a lot of damage. Yeah. 50... 53? With a 65% crit chance? Nasty. Does the way you win affect what ascension perks you get to pick from? No. No, it does not. The only thing that affects the ascension perks are what books you unlock and if you get secret spells. Oh, the other secret spell. Ooh. Robes of Fortune. Ignore 2 status resistance. Boy, on you. I think I'm actually going to keep that status resistance. And I'm going to put the magic damage on this guy. Oh, also, can you use a mount now? Ooh. Yeah, you know what? That's the obsidian mounts are like lightning resistance. You also have a wand of lightning. So we're going to get you some cool obsidian dragon mount. A lot of combat happening. A lot of something out there happening. Larissa has found an ancient gold wonder. Okay. We're about to enter war with everybody on the map. We burned down that city and got a huge amount of stuff from it. So let's just start building whatever we can, whatever we want. You two. We're going to go down here and kill this guy. Free Blood Exarch? Dude. Well, I guess we're going into more Shadow Crisis. I don't love losing that Banshee. But I can replace it with a Chaos Eater. Garbage. Well, okay. And you lost the Infernal Juggernaut, so we'll also summon that Chaos Eater for him. Unlock Demonic Siphoning. Let's start unlocking Age of Affinity, because we're going to be able to cast that in like a turn. You're going to come back here with the rest of your squad. These three are going to march on Priobec. It's really funny because one of these is meant to be with my Lord. Like, he's got that elitist ability. This could be a tavern boost. Library. Prospecting Governor. Let's just grab a farm. Okay. Call to war against the dragon. A new rally has started. Ooh, bone dragons. Yeah, I'm gonna make one of them instead. That's what I'm gonna do. Sucks to that Chaos Eater. Capture this outpost. Okay, I mean, I'll try. Probably wouldn't be that hard. All right. False flag strike. Your battles against King K. Rule have barely gotten interesting. Sure enough, your people are already complaining about the war. Launch an attack on the citizens of Pitchbeck and blame King K. Rule. Lose 2 population in the Marinara Trench. I don't really want to do that. Brutally slaughter Jim for the Unclean. Or 100% chance for a Chaos Affinity check to incite a war frenzy in your population. Your realm thirsts for blood and citizens eagerly enlist. Well, surely I can't fail on 100% chance. So there's a ton of draft this round. In all of my cities. It's really funny because it's like I have all this money, so normally I would think to myself, oh, let's buy a bunch of new units. But where the mana upkeep is so high for everybody, I don't really feel that way. All right. Let's we check these guys first. A heavy weed whacker. Sundered resistance, tier 4 polearm with plant slayer and assassin strike. Sure. I lost a mage cannon, but I picked up a Tyrant Knight. Siege guns, raiding party. Nah, not raiding party. Siege guns, undermine the walls. And burn the battlements. because they are undead. Are you a raider? You're a conqueror. Does this count as Throne City? Probably not. Teleportation circle. Everything is growing. I guess let's just build there. Get closer to that city ruin. Have you build there. Might as well boost this. Ah, you know what? You could build a Hungering Maw. You're going to bind that. Do I have a third Gold Wonder to bind? I mean, that Lost Tower eventually. Oh, an army. Ooh, weird snake goat people. Who are good against blight and shock. And who have a really weird set of buffs on them. Looks like mostly spirit damage. Spirit and a little bit of blight. Now, 90% chance of inflicting torment. 60% chance of inflicting a negative status effect. Vessels of Chaos. I don't think we've cast this one yet. I guess this main army can start heading down here. Repair your wonders that you took to the portals. I have not. No. That's a good use of my mana, though. Hostiles in domain. Oh, that's this random army. That's not actually attacking anything. Okay, what is... Yeah, so you get a Bone Dragon in here now. Which gets buffed because you have all your undead buffs. Right, and you're not really meant to have that Dire Caster. So why don't I give you that Skeleton Mage instead? Damn, this dude's army is chonk. 2,500 on Chuckles. You guys all healed? Yeah, almost. You're a raider, right? Yeah. So he's within range. Defensive pacts, and alliances among all of our enemies. Yeah, we are at war with everybody. Everybody actually except Demon the Lawless. Who has become... Spawnkin? All dark. All dark and chaosy looking. Yeah, so I guess why not repair these Breached Arcaniums? Turn them into Shrouded Arcanums. Each one gives me a bunch of extra casting points. Going to war with the dragon and immediately recruiting a Bone Dragon seems really passive aggressive. It's about sending a message. And it does send a message. Vessels of Chaos. Doesn't seem to overwrite anything. Now. Baylors. Target city loses 2 populations. Any target city? I do want to cast Demonic Siphon, because that buffs all my fiends. Even though the upkeep for that is going to be nutso balutso. I think let's do it. War trophies. More war trophies. Everybody else has formed a massive alliance. You don't need to go up anymore there. You're an industrious governor, so you don't really need to go anywhere. Why don't we just build a quarry right there? Nemusgrad. All right, well, I suppose I might as well start sieging this. Headlong assault? No, harass defenders. Send in the clowns. You could go there. And you could go here. And you could go here. You could do some more pillaging. Oh. I actually think that did change your skin. Vessels of Chaos. I think it gave him totally black skin. I see that my graphics are still set. Set down again. Are they? They shouldn't be, actually. They should be on high. You know what? The computer just hates me today. That's fine. We'll let it live its truth. Did someone say clowns? They sure did. Berserk and Infernal Might, marked and immobilized. Alright, let's just take that for free. Thrill of Combat. Take a new book. Now. If I take Abyssal Flames, I can make Ashlands. You will see the true might of Chaos Prince Demon the Lawless and his humanoid carabineers. I've been wondering why it took you that long, honestly. Tome of Calamity gives us other demons. Flame Incarnate is non-fiends. Flamer Focus. Scion of Flame is a race transformation. But I feel like we get all of this from demons anyway. All enemy units suffer fire damage and are inflicted with burning. That's pretty good. Trying to think about like terms of terraforming. Tome of Revelry gets us scalds and also gives us like more bleeding. and more morale, which is more crits. Like, Revelry is pretty solid. Grants enchanted units 20% critical hit chance. Killing a unit causes it to explode and do burning. I can't imagine how much that upkeep would be. Total Calamity gives us Desecrate Land. And it gives us Accursed Shrines. Just on this map right now, it's like really hard for me to take anything that's a unit enhancement instead of a racial transformation. This does give me Vengeful Flames and Fiery Wake. I mean, this gives me Demon Warbreeds. Which is pretty good. And also 20% crit chance means that, like, on most of my armies, that's like a 50% crit chance. I'm just like 5, 6, 7, 10... 16 times 6. Well, you know, I could afford that. I'll think about this for a second. I don't know that I have to pick that right away. Wrath of the Emperor. Demoralized and Condemned. My alignment has changed to Pure Evil. Excellent. Because I do believe all units are recruited at +1 rank now. And units cost 20% less gold and draft to recruit when you are at maximum evil alignment. Hey, these are not +1 rank. Nor are they cheaper. Maybe it takes a turn to kick in. Hey bro, do you have all the DLCs? I do. Indeed. The most demon to ever demon. He's got some demon vibes, that's for sure. This is a wash. This is easy peasy lemon squeeze. Do I want an Oz Custody Tyrant Knight? I think I do. Crossbow the Huntsman, Immobilized Animal Slayer. That I probably don't. So, like, you have a Skeleton Militia. How about instead you have a Tyrant Knight? Because he's undead and he's one that I control, so I get to stack even more stuff on him. I think I'm going to migrate you because we already have 2 Oz Custodies. I'd lose 3 population though. Is that worth it? Let's just absorb. Okay. So you guys can all hang out in the city. You guys are attacking over here. You guys have expanded. Haste berries. Let's grab that conduit. +2 mana for Quarry in the domain. That's fine. We're in Imperial City over there. We're gonna grab, rush that vendor. Oh no, I guess the bathhouse. Jimmerfer, you got all your crit stuff. No, you don't have all your crit stuff. You have all your HP stuff. Let's grab you all the crit stuff then as well, because apparently I can do both. Gorgoon has all his crit stuff. He's also got another bonus. I mean, that feels good. I guess if you're surrounded, you could use Amplify Chaos. I don't really know that you need it, but... Gobla, you're going to take Master. But I'm not going to give you any of that. You're just going crit, crit, crit. You also gained a level of Renowned. Major Ambition. Ruler's Retinue. You can have those pants. Yeah, you're using a tier 4 bow. Jimmerfer gained a level of Renown. Getting 10% more mana in his city. You've been captured, and the other guy's been captured. Okay. Okay, stupid challenge idea. Play a Necromancer. Try to get all the different skeletons. Bird, frog, bug, owl, lizard, etc. Just Pokemon Master. Bone Collector rises again. What tomes are we playing? We are Chaos and Shadow for this run. Rush that Palisade Wall and build stone walls immediately after. I'm gonna let them all heal. I didn't select Arcane Research last turn. You cast Demonic Siphon. It's got 155 mana upkeep. But it gives us a cool symbol over our head. And before he brings in any backup here, let's just slaughter his dudes. 74,000 in this army. On my side. And I'm going to migrate these guys. I know that that puts us over the top. Wait, what? I didn't realize that. Oh, how sneaky. I thought this was one city, and it's actually, he has an underground city over there. What's this going to cost me? 1,400 Imperium. Boy, does that ever tank my mana. All right, well, we need to pick a book. I guess we also have access to Shadow Tomes. Tome of Shades. Tome of Oblivion is always kind of nice, just because you get Fog of Insanity. But I think, yeah, I think I'm just going to take the... You're a minor race transformation. Blood Fury weapons. Honestly, I kind of want Warbreeds. I think our Warbreeds would look really sick, and they would be flying
Above
as well.
all, the fray.
And they're
For
boosted.
those who live.
Let's do it. Our ruler has leveled up. He's going to pick up either healing and buff spells become overcharged. Damage and debuff become overcharged. Buff spells get 2 bolstered resistance. Combat enchantments allow another spell to be cast that turn. Type of spell that affects the entire battlefield. Damage spells and debuffs. We have those really good buff spells for chaos, so I'm going to take the buff one. Om Nom Nom is going to take hardening support. And then I am going to cast... Age of Chaos. For 800 mana. Yeehaw. Once again, I played a Primal game, this time with Sand Snake. It's by far my favorite origin. I love all the Primal paths. Yeah, Primal is really... I love Primal. Primal is really fun to play as. A lost wizard who spawned as an astral rift threatens my domain. Is that this guy? Man, he's been wandering around forever. So these homies... Well, you're going to pick up this lost tower. Berserk Defenders is active. Strengthen Defenders. Lose a bunch of mana and make them vulnerable and defenseless. Or just attack them. Omni Attunement. The defending lost wizard hungers for forbidden knowledge and ancient spells. Every time a spell is cast, it gains 3 random positive effects. I don't know that that was a good idea. All of its units are berserk, but they're all dragons, so like... They're all dragons, so the dragons can't go berserk. Because they're mythic units and they have control loss immunity. Yeah, that's not great. I wouldn't say that's great at all. In fact, I would say it's pretty bad. I don't know how this is going to go, but I think the answer is very badly. Just for the record. Just want to put that one out there. I think the answer is really badly. You didn't move? Interesting. Interesting. Can't believe this. Every time I look over, it's just like the stream is not. The stream is like, sorry, but no. You can't hit anybody. Demonic Onslaught next turn. You know what? I'm going to cast Volcanic Eruptions. I want to see what they do. Decay, decay. He casts Lightning Storm. We're gonna cast Demonic Onslaught. Hasten, killing momentum, triple strengthened. Cast that. I don't know what my plan is, but it's not a very good one. You can walk through him? Oh, of course, you're a demon. You can just fly. My bad. My bad, pimp. Barbed webs. Oh, yeah, you're a vampire spider. Honestly, that fire evocation. That's pretty good damage. I might as well. She's got triple retaliation and, you know, it can be seen on all sides. I don't know what that spell was. That just looked like it removed every one of my buffs. Firestorm. Dude, just the dragons alone is basically going to kill me. If the expedition leader flees or dies, but the battle is won, the remaining forces will revive the expedition leader after battle. Ah. Well, my Scald is dead. Which is not ideal. If I dash, can I get to his flank? I can. Let's do that. Yeah, Lost Wizard's the real threat here. So much burning, poison, and electrified? Why did you take poison? I don't know that I want to know, actually. Gorgoon, you are not in a good spot. These guys are immune to mobilization. No. Immune to displacement. I can web them? But I could also just do this. Huh. What's gonna be my best answer? Chaos Amplifier, Lens of Anguish. Yeah, that really does not do a lot. That's not doing enough. You guys have frost resistance and you're heartless, so torment is probably not going to do much for me. I could stun you. Maybe. No. I think if I stunned him, at least he'd take that fire damage, which I guess he's going to do anyway. Yeah, you're dead for sure. Not great. Okay, could be worse. Could certainly be worse. Crossbow that does 31, or that does 18. Attacks deal 50% damage until the end of the current turn. I mean, I can only do that once per battle, but screw it. That kind of seems like the only chance I have here. He's actually starting to morale break. You have killing momentum. So if you go here, you can actually kill him and then take a harrying shot at this dragon. Furthermore, I think if you move there, it's a flank harrying. Not quite, but that's a lot of damage. This dragon is in defensive mode, is it? I see. I was thinking I could teleport behind it and attack the Lost Wizard. If I teleport it behind, I can charge with you. 28, 28. So that does 15. That does 15 in a area, and it does weaken. Which I guess you do anyway. Ooh, boy, you don't do a lot of damage. I don't really want to be inside of this pit of fire. So 12 or 14. So the torment there will be useful. Attack that dragon, I probably could have killed it with Infernal Claws. I really wish I had cast Rite of Life Leeching on the first turn. So I didn't, and that was kind of dumb. Nice, you got stunned. Well, you can't kill anything, so why don't you just hit this guy 3 times and get as many heals in as you can. Let's see what they do. Oh, I just died. Okay. I thought I was going to have a bit more HP than that, but I suppose not. You missed your attack. That's nice. Very cool. Dragoon is killing momentum, so again, I could do that. Oh, that's kind kind of a bummer. Wait, does a Dragoon have killing momentum? Does he still have the effects of this? For 3 turns. No. It ran out. Oh, I whiffed that then. I whiffed that real bad. Sugar. I think you can feast. Get a stack of gorged. Left my flank wide open there, which is going to get me killed now. He gets killing momentum. Nice. I might be able to keep him stun locked. I say with only 15 casting points left. Yeah, I think I don't have a chance. He is starting to break. He is broken? Oh my god. Wow, what a narrow win. We can get a Cestus of Weakening. Oh. Weakened Distracted combo with Assassin Strike. Bring me my wealth. Summon a Phoenix. Or gain 600 Imperium. Sorry, that's enough next turn to fix my city problem. So you need a Scald and a Dragoon. Might you want an Infernal Juggernaut instead? No, let's take a Dragoon. It really was doing some damage in that round, so I'm going to choose to believe in it. Uh-oh. That's a big army. What if I did this? Built a tier 3 city. Yeah, they got some heat to deal with. Let's try to start moving back. I'm just gonna build you a quarry up here. I'm gonna rush that bathhouse. Let you have an Arcane Institute. Not that I need it. Whew, my god. Primal Spider with the new spider stuff. Tome Dungeon Depths is fun. Your Empire gets an overgrown temple vibe. Yes. Yeah. That's... I have a spider run planned with exactly that. Is there a rule that if the armies don't make contact for 5 turns, the battle ends? No, but there is a time limit on battles, I believe. Beacons of Unity have been extinguished. By not even an interesting army. When cast and for the next 2 turns, up to 3 enemy units sustain physical damage and have blood parasites, and up to 3 friendly units heal and get fortune. Let's get that. So these guys got to come back down to Virego. You guys... Oh, I mean, you outnumber them so much. Furthermore, they can't actually see this army because he's got Master of Shadows, Paragon of Shadows. So he's got Universal Concealment. All right, their army's rebuilt. So many war trophies available. You made walls. Oh, they brought a massive army down here. Okay, ballista towers. Grab that lost tower. Dang. Actually, quite a bit away from them. Ooh, the final level of shadow casting. Gain 10 combat casting points whenever a unit dies in combat. Or immediately reveal the full world map. Your throne city gets infinite sensing range. Armies in sensing range reveal their numbers and allegiance. Look, first things first. Increase city cap +1. You have invaded me. Bit rude. You've also invaded me. Concerned by how quickly they managed to get on my territory. Cast this right away. Age Chaos. So, that means all of my Chaos spells are cheaper, and also each turn in combat, a random enemy unit sustains 15 damage of a random type and has a 90% chance of receiving a negative status effect. That really is chaos, isn't it? Now, I have a few buffs we have not cast. I also haven't summoned any Baylors. I think I'm also being attacked. Does sound an awful lot like it. Let's go Tormenting Imbuement. Oh, I'm being attacked by you. TBH, a little unexpected. My army's up to 9,000 strength here. I get a Stormbringer and a Fury. All right. Go back inside the walls. Go back inside the walls. Don't want to be caught outside. They haven't moved at all up here. I get 2 oracles. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them. Those are nice. Those are real nice. Healing portent, striking portent. Precognition and heals in a 1 hex radius. Yes, sir. Probably want to put one of them in there right away. You have a Scald. Neither of you guys have support units. You're a caster. Oh, I guess you are a support unit, kind of. Or a melee caster. Get rid of that and take one of them. You have a blood cultist. Or Stormbringer. You know what? Get rid of the Stormbringer and take the Oracle. Okay, so this town can now build stone walls. Rushed. Nice. And ballistas. We can sit there and we can heal. Didn't need those units, right? No. Most of our units are fairly expendable at this point. Especially just because we capture units so easily. City defense structures grant stability in production. Let's take extra siege slots. Chuckle's got a level of renown. Inspiring signet. Distracting aura. Ooh. I think we also picked up a tier 4 greatsword. A tier 4 poison sphere. You could go to crossbow, but you're better with multi-shot. Distracting aura. Let's give that to you. Maybe this plate of star blades as well, I guess. It is possible this lethal broadsword I want to change. Hero's Bane of the Assassin would be the other option. So less physical damage. It does more poison and frost. It doesn't get frozen. But it gets Hero Slayer. It loses 40% critical hit damage. And it gets Assassin Strike? No, I'm keeping what we have. Good news. This means we have a lot of stuff to burn. Honestly, I don't think we need any of these anymore. That's a lot of cash. Who doesn't have a good weapon? You've got a good one. You've got a good one. You've got the tier 3 sword and crossbow Gorgoon. So I think you could get one. You've got tier 4. You've got tier 4. So remind me, Gorgoon, what you are. You are a weird crit spellblade. So you are like a skirmishing spellblade. Let's get you something fun. You can't use heavy, can you? Oh, you can. Obviously, I could just give him a mage lock. We are Reavers. It does make sense. Sword and whip, also not a bad choice. Sword and whip actually probably a pretty good choice. Oh, I could give him the breach gun. Could that be fun? We haven't really used this guy yet. If he's crit based, I mean, it's a big AoE. It's a cone AoE. Do I just give him a pure crit based breach gun? As a spellblade? It makes him a little bit tanky. It means that his fire attack would also crit, pretty much guaranteed. Yeah, let's do this. This is Gorgoon, so this is going to be the goon stick. Why not? Priovec is under siege. It's going to take 4 turns, and there's only like one guy there. I don't know where he just pulled his army back to. But I reckon we find out pretty soon. I'm a bit worried because, like, this guy here could run up to this cursed tower and get it in, like, 2 turns. I need to be parking armies on these. Glowing goat snakes not on your bingo card? Yep. I feel ya. Okay, I'm gonna just take you. Here's the Crimson Sovereign. Devastator Spears, Flame Volley. Yeah, okay, we'll research that one. You got a Blacksmith. Build some war trophies. Pitchvec. Cryovec. Collector. 30 gold income, minus 10 city stability. Oh, I guess this is a dark shadow trade quarter. Cool. I mean, I can always just buy war trophies to keep our city stability up. That's not really a problem. Nom nom. Do you want to take polymorph? I don't think you do. I'll give you weakening magic. And then Chuckles. Unyielding. Dispel 1 negative status effect. Extra HP. When you charge, you sunder. Oh, I think they balanced vigor. So it's always 15 HP now. I'm gonna give you offensive formation. All right, so obviously this problem needs to be solved. Let's crush these guys. 8,900. We're a little weakened here, but not much. No, my brand new Oracle. Oh well. Cool. Another tier 4 punch glove. And then we just got the rest of them. Honestly, our draft's so good right now that... yeah, that's fine. The draft's so good that I don't really care about the rest. Let's move you up in here for now. I could summon a Baylor here. It's not a bad idea. What would you need? Let's do that. Actually, I think you have the Painbringer already. You're a caster. The Skald is a caster. The Chaos Eater's a caster. So you have a Painbringer. A Warbreed. Oh, man. They have gone from little fat goblin to full-fledged... Like, he looks like a small Baylor. A slightly smaller Baylor. Does extra damage against low morale. Inflicts bleeding. Gains strengthened. Inflicts marked. Heals. Has a flaming aura. Eats people. Gains infernal might when things die. Heals so much. Demoralizes. Gets buffed when he's hit. Does extra damage based on negative status effect. This is actually a demon. This is full on. This is what I wanted. I wanted my lemurs to become pit fiends, and this is exactly what happened. Baylor Jr. That's sick. We're gonna make 2 of them, man. This is what we're gonna do. And we're gonna bring that army back home. That's a shrouded gate. Uh-oh. Well, I want that now. That's a custom spell. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's magic, you know? Okay, his army is running away here. He unbound my dark lair. That sneaky little so-and-so. The underground is like pretty small on this map. I miss the underground. We never get to play on the underground enough. Where are you guys going then? Here? So that's probably there. You leveled up again. Healing spells cast in combat do more and unlocks arcane renewal. Yeah, that sounds boring. Whenever you cast a spell, gain 2 strength and 2 regeneration and 1 bolstered resistance. We don't really heal. So I guess we'll take that other one. You got beat up. Irongrad. Everyone decline by bounty. Okay. Oh, there is more armies there. All right, I gotta make sure we attack this guy quickly, so he doesn't get back up. Turning into Hamius Mora. Yes. Mantle of Hexing. Oh, that's going on our main guy for sure. Kill all these heroes. Unlock hardy armor. Okay. Karen built another beacon. You guys go up there waiting for combats. Clearly, I need a teleporter down here. Do I just put it here? Oh, I rushed the wrong thing. Well, you know what? I can just walk back anyway. Apparently, there's a road. King K. Rool has lost his throne city. Well, that's good news. Tormenting Imbuement is ready. We're going to visually turn that one off because it's overwriting something cooler. One of our blood demon weapons. That is King K. Rool. Oh, that means if we kill that army, he's dead. $3,600. We have 4,500 in this army. You can't quite get over there, but you can kill this little guy. All these items I'm getting. guys have? Hearty Armor Tier 2, 5 HP bolstering regen. Hearty Armor Tier 4, 5 HP bolstering regen. Bolstering resistance, bolstering regen. Okay. The Sundering Glove of Weakening. Oh, that's kind of funny. I could give him this fist as a spell blade. I guess this guy could probably take one of these. Better than nothing. And you're going to take this Mantle of Hexing because it is basically what you have, but slightly better. Literally better in all ways. Okay. Excellent. If I don't attack them, they're going to reach the Shrine of Meridia at the beginning of their next turn. So, we're moving in. Well, this army's good enough. I fear it's not. What do I lose? Temptress, Cannon, Tyrant Guard, and a White Wolf that I don't really care for. And we get to kill King K. Rool and secure our eastern front. That's pretty nice. Gain evil alignment and production, or lose some gold and gain some Imperium. I will take the Imperium. So I do need to rebuild his army now. That's the downside. But the bright side is I get to rebuild their army. So what do you have? You have a Skald, and you are a Ranger. So you need one caster, a Painbringer, a Warbreed, and another Warbreed. We could just peace out with these cities. You've got a little army there. Okay. I'm going to make peace. I'm going to make peace. I'm going to make peace. I have a Whispering Stone. I could easily get a second Whispering Stone. Free cities or vassals with a Whispering Stone give you 15 knowledge. I should have unlocked that instead. Gain combat casting whenever a unit dies in combat. I'm going to take that because that'll give us a lot more spells. New Kaboom Stick Axe weapon. So fun. Can't believe I didn't know they added it till yesterday. It's a pretty exciting one. Did you build a Demon Gate? You didn't. Yet. Let's build one right there. Then let's just rush it. Great. So now you can teleport up here. You can teleport up here. And you can run down here. And these guys can come into here. My main army now has exactly 3,000 strength. We have this chubby little Painbringer. We have two of these big bougie Warbreeds, a Chaos Eater, and a Scald, and everybody is not rendering properly. Because the game doesn't like me today. My god, and I have like 2,000 war trophies. Okay. I guess anything to give me mana at this point. Stone walls would also be smart. Gobbler, you get fatal strikes. 65 crit chance. You collect a bunch of stuff. Is there anything we need to cast? I gotta summon at least one Baylor. I mean, come on. What's a campaign if you don't summon at least one Baylor? Why am I even playing Chaos if I'm not going to do that? Flame Volley. The harvest in the Bronze Citadel has been bountiful. Let's take some Imperium. Sorry, you guys, I set you all up. Go. Go. Structure's not been explored. I don't think there's any more conduits for this guy to get. Let's just grab that gold mine. Are gold mines giving us mana? No, they're giving us extra gold. That's probably... That probably has something to do with why we make so much gold. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that might have something to do with it. I have a teleporter here, but what if I put a demon gate down here? Now I have even more teleporters, and I'm just gonna put you on produce merchandise. Okay, you're even stronger, 3,334. I guess as your units start leveling up now. Army, army, army. Get them up there. Okay, you're gonna sit in that city. Let's build that wall and then stone walls. Unfortunately, I can't build the Imperial because I made this a Oz Custody city. So I can't build that cool Imperial Palace, which gives us extra XP. Would have been nice. You guys all vibe. You guys are vibing. Enough money that I can at least be rushing stuff down here. Jemifer hits level 12. Yeah, you could take Master Chaos and take Amplify for sure. When you do a critical, subsequent critical hits do additional 10% damage, stacks up to 5 times. Yup. Well, the goon stick is ready. Gorgoon. Goon stick. All right. Let's get Jimmer for a better shield. Because his shield doesn't look very demonic. Honestly, I kind of love the Tyrant Shield. Stonewall Nullify. There's something about it that has just a good vibe to it. Oh, Mirror Veil. Yeah, let's take that. I tell you what, we'll put spirit protection on it as well. And we'll call this the Gates of Hell. The Gates of Heck. You know what? Let's just boost these. Why the heck not? Okay. Chuckles still killing it? Yeah, Chuckles is a monster. Chuckles actually had the strongest army for a very long time, and he's only just been overtaken as we've rebuilt Core Beast's army from the ground up. I don't even know how, because he has like a tier 1 skeleton mage and a tier 2 blood cultist. I think he is just so powerful that he is making up the difference. Well, I definitely want Call Forth Avatar of Chaos. That sounds like a great spell. Okay, so we have to cast this on one of my cities. So I'm gonna cast it there. Build that demon gate. Are Baylors different now? Because they no longer get chaos from slaughter. They still get Inferno brand. So they make Inferno puppies. Oh, if the puppy survives, it then evolves immediately. And the enemy can pay mana to keep it. Yeah, you no longer get the infinitely growing power from slaughter, Baylor. It's a bit of a shame. Well, I don't know that I want this guy. Give you a Warbreed. I'm gonna take that Baylor. Warp, warp, warp. I think the stats on this Baylor is actually less than a Warbreed. Also, I think my Warbreed is bigger than the Baylor. Hell yeah, dudes. I basically made Baylors. I am loving that. All right, I want to make sure you guys are on that tower. Here's all your Warbreeds. So you're ready to boogie. This guy is a big fight now. I don't think anything threatens the Shrine of Meridia. Whatsoever. This homie, I'm just gonna have him keep moving over there. Lost that dark layer. I lost 2 population out of this place. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I'll give my mythic units more HP. Alright, what are we on? We're on 10 turns left to defend the Ancient Wonders. Astral Eclipse. Spells are all more expensive. Call forth Avatar of Chaos. We have another book. I don't know, man. Man, I don't know, man. Province gains ashlands. Is there not something that you can do more than one ashland with? Tome of the Warlord. I forgot about these guys. Dude, what would our warlords look like? I bet they would look sick. All friendly units get Infernal Might and 15 morale. Enchanted units get 1 retaliation attack and Infernal Might when they attack. One available ore type magic material available in your empire gets gold and draft. Counts as a mine. Tome of the Warlord could work out pretty well for us. You're all unit enhancements, debuffs, gremlins. Yeah, screw it. Let's do that. Stuff in here I like.
Much has changed since I first wrote of warlords during the Third Age. They remain formidable warriors and tacticians, calling out command.
Take Relentless Might first. Verhaven is under siege. Oh no. What error will I do? Warp, warp, warp. These guys are ready up there. There is a crowd coming in. I'm going to take these gates. I'm going to kill these guys, take these gates, and then burn down this city if I can. That doesn't feel right. Why am I suddenly losing 147 mana? I mean, I know I built some more units. These guys only take 28. How much does the Baylor cost? How much does a Baylor cost? Like $40? 65 mana. What happened to my mana? Oh, Astral Eclipse. Mana income reduced by 30%. Doi. Hello, friend. Would you like to supply me as a mana battery? What else do you have? Nothing there I want. Greaves of Fortune, Hardy Armor. Actually, I don't have like any Greaves. I'm not even going to look at what you're selling. Hardy Armor, Tier 3. Oh, cool. You can sell Secret Scrolls. Like that. Slippery Juggernaut. Starblade's Juggernaut. You have Starblades? No. You have Slippery? I feel like you get Slippery. No, you do have Quick Reflexes, though. Which is not what I was thinking of. Alright. We'll give you those demon legs. Give you Greaves of Fortune. Well, if I'm getting minus 147 mana, I'm certainly not going to cast anything right now. Doop, doop, doop. Boop. 10,000 point army? Yep. Tier 1 units? Yep. These guys have gotten wildly powerful. My war breed. You know what? Ooh, summon a Warhound shock unit that inflicts marked and bleeding with his attack. Can I put that on you? Hell yeah, dude. I like that. That's fun. Oh, I can keep going down here, so I'm just going to do that. Because I want to steal these shroudy lads. Rowdy shroudies. You made stone walls. Next up, you will make caltrop traps. And then a ballista tower. I will pay for one of those right away with our infinite supply of money. Province lost, the House of Hunger. Rego can annex another province. How about this breached Arcanum? The Bronze Citadel can get another place as well. You can almost get Yigard's Arcanum. Not that I know that we need it, but... Chuckles. Hits level 16. Hastened and strengthened for all units. Or do I also give you Paragon of Shadow? Honestly, a bunch of immortal demons is really funny to me. I'm also going to give you Champion of War. Nom. Hell, dude, I might as well give it to all of you. At this point. Why not? You rarely cast this, so why don't we take the increased range? So all three of these armies are invisible? They all have universal camouflage? Jimmerfer's Gates of Heck. Oh, cool. Which, due to Yigard's trade, are also marked gold. I did not expect that. Now I kind of want to be like... Should your armor be gold? Apparently it doesn't matter. Okay. Are there any cool miscellaneous items we want to build? We're so close to the win here that I'm not like gonna panic about this at all. I'm just... Blood Sigil. Army Recruit, Caretaker. All friendly units get better morale gain, vision, fearless. I mean, I could just make like Berserker Hearts. On some of these guys is probably a good idea. Attack and debuffs ignore status resistance per stack of bleeding. Well, what if instead of this I just did like army recoup, army maintenance. From Hell's Heart I stab at thee. At the... Sure. You got a pact of cooperation. She is swooping in here and trying to take these. And she's probably going to succeed because she is... I was going to say order-based, but she's actually not. I don't know how she got those so fast. That puts me just ahead of her. Interesting. What's his plan there? Oh, I have to explore that. I forgot. To traverse the gate into shrouded lands beyond, you must prove your understanding of our tenets. Follow the riddle. Reaped by the scythe, butchered by the knife. Fuel of your flesh, best enjoyed fresh. Of what do I speak? Food. Growth blocked for 1 turn. Or I fight you and get an insane amount of binding fragments. Lose my puppy dog, and I get a puppy dog. That's a pretty good trade. I guess I could try to get this Blood Exarch. Another failure, another Shadow Crisis. Story of my life, this campaign, man. Lost the Warbreed. Right, taking those dogs costs mana that I don't have. Gotta remember that. She also doesn't have mana anymore. Can we go for that spell right away? He needs to heal. Ah, that would be a problem. If you burn down my demon gate, suddenly you're a lot more complicated to get to. Suddenly we got ourselves a bigger issue there. I don't think you want any of that. Grab farm. Who cares? My ruler leveled up. Boy. Attack and debuff abilities dispel positive status effects. Magic attacks inflict a guaranteed 1 weakened Sundered Defense or Sundered Resistant against targets that are already affected by that status effect. Cruel. Deal 30% damage against low morale. Oh my god. Yes? Why didn't I take that earlier? This homie's ready to keep annexing. So let's give you another mana node. Let's also rush that and then build those. Many new bone dragons are available. Were I to want more bone dragons, I can replace this guy's immortal and thorn skeleton with more bone dragons. I just don't know that it's needed. What happens when you don't have enough mana to pay for your troops? They all start taking morale damage. And I think also they just take like passive damage, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, so we're gonna come down here, hit this 2. 98 versus 38. I think that should be okay. There's another army coming in here, building an outpost as well, just up above us. Okay. Nice. Good flanking ring. Finish the rest of these dummies off. boy. You really don't want to let me have that many troops, do you? That was at least a Skald and a Warbreed. I'm sure there were 2 Warbreeds in there. 20 mana. Actually, sorry, can I grab all 3 of you and move you? No, you can move into town. You can move into town. Still get XP for being in town, so... That Dragoon fled, so I could just take everybody else here and move you in. Okay, they built that outpost and then left. Gorgoon. All attacks inflict blind. All attacks gain electricity. All attacks inflict burning. Base attacks do fire damage and inflict burning on adjacent enemies. I guess that's where you're going. Huh? How did she produce that much allegiance in a single turn for both cities? We were like here. She skipped the entire last step. That's just rude. Honestly. That's hella rude. Summoned your first avatar of the Cosmos. Nice 75 damage beam, but it's... Can't find it. Listed under active spells. Interesting. I have not yet played with the Avatar of the Cosmos. So I ain't quite sure how it works. Can you auto-resolve a battle but watch the battle? I love the art and animation, but stink at tactics and turn-based combat. Yeah, I mean, you can just go into the battle and then press up in the top right corner. There is like a let the computer fight the battle for you button. Which is just auto-resolve. Auto-resolve by a fancier name. Okay. Is that all my troops? I have no idea. Who's missing the Skald? You are. So you're missing the Dragoon then? 3 of you. Just skip turn. Nobody's coming from the north. That outpost we can deal with. This we're going to want to just stomp real fast. Just get rid of him. Also, I guess take that watchtower back. Okay, 1 turn on each of those portals. If you guys can get to that demon gate. I guess you can't. Okay. Okay, sorry. You're missing a Skald. You're fine. You're missing a Warbreed. So, 1 Skald, 1 Warbreed. 1 Catapult Tower. 1 Mana Obelisk. Let's rush that one, actually. 1 Monolith. Go for the kill. From Hell's Heart, I stab at thee. which we will then also just make again. Chuckle's got a level of renown. One unit has drowned. I don't know what that was. Something I captured in that fight, I guess. Hey, girl, you got any more of that mana? That sweet, sweet mana. Kill infestations to get ally points to all city-states thing. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Oh, thank God the astral eclipse is over. She's Federate Reavers. That's what it was. She used favors to rush it. 5 turns to magic victory. Okay, no threat there, no threat there. Move these all back. 5 turns to see if we can unlock that shrouded gate. Here's how that reads. You're gonna grab that war breed that just came through. You're gonna grab that scald. New Empire development skill. No, there's not. I don't know why I get that notification every now and then. It's very strange. Just confusing the heck out of me. So many shrouded gates here. I suspect this is one of the like food fey based gates, because it seems like the riddle gives you a hint as to what the secret spell is on the other side. How's she doing, I wonder? Seems to be doing fine. Just kind of holding her own. So, Gore Beast. You can head on through. That's pretty cool. It's gonna be tight. Okay, and you need what? One more of these Warbringers. Okay. So these 3 are gonna come right up here and do this. And we're gonna burn that to the ground. Very good, sir. You guys are in town there. I'm not seeing anybody sneak up. Unless they've done a very clever job of going underneath the world. We've got caltrop traps. I don't know. Let's go war trophies. Three more turns. Let's see if we can get this last spell. I believe. Arctica's Arcanium. You march into Arctica's Arcanium to find endless halls of gleaming ice. The slow beating of a drum beckons to you. The corridors lead to a central hall of an ice palace. A circle of ice sculptures of Arctica all point to the middle. There on the pedestal of frost lies a frozen heart. Beating still, however, slowly. The heart of Arctica. Your presence has slightly raised the temperature, yet this was enough to stir Arctica's minions encased in ice. As your armies struggle to stay warm, frozen defenders rise from their icy tombs to defend their queen's inner sanctum. Shatter them. Cast fiery spells to slow them down, or tap into Arctica's power to shield your warriors. Frost-resistant army. Why not? How many shadow events can I possibly fail in one campaign? There we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot of frozen guys. Sea storms. All units are permanently wet. That sucks. Why is there a sea storm here? That really is bad for me and good for them. Yeah, you know what? Just take it. Arctica's Heart, the Aftermath. The last frozen defender shatters on the floor. You're free to inspect the heart. It has thawed in the Arcanium, revealing frescoes that depict the primordial struggle of Arctica and Carissa. Caught betwixt sororal battle and balance since time immemorial. The heart of Arctica was created as Carissa's ultimate foil should her fury burn too fierce. You shatter it to produce a rhymy scroll and a bottled flame that warmed the heart's core. You read the frozen scroll to unlock her power. Are there other boons to collect? What's a real bummer is if I had gotten Carissa's, I feel like that would have fit our character really well. Binding Essence, a soul spirit, or yeah, we'll just get the essence. What does the scroll do? Up to 40 random provinces gain an Ice Age hazard. At the start of the next turn, those hazards expire and enemy units sustain 20 frost damages. Provinces are destroyed. They gain ice and snow. Dude, that's amazing. Can you imagine if this was like 20 random provinces get burned to the ground? I would have for sure taken that for this guy. It's criminal that it's not. Can I just like teleport you back? It only costs 100 to cast that. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's so inexpensive. Just freeze the whole planet. I'll give you a Mage's Guild, because why not? Alright, we really don't need to be messing with this too much. It's like 3 turns left, and I don't think they can even reach me. We burn, not freeze. I know. There's one secret spell left on the map. But it's all the way down here. So it ain't a lot of good to me. Might as well just keep building more trophies, I guess. We got more level ups. I don't know, man. Take some HP. You gotta level up. Misfortune. 2 more turns. The Create Norway spell. It does effectively create Norway. Very successful way to create Norway. Okay. You guys are just gonna sit down there. This guy was meant to come over with you, but he didn't make it. Warlords. I don't know, demonic summoning. Can I just see what those warlords look like? That's the only reason I unlocked those. Yeah, they look pretty badass. They don't look as cool as the war breeds, but like he still looks like a demon general. Right, they were all about like the low tier armies. I don't know how that would work for him. Probably not that good. Verhaven is under siege. Oh no. Foresee downfall. If only I didn't win in the moment I pressed this end turn button. Better build all these war trophies first. Better take all these level ups first. And turn 135. With the Urwilder Glacier too, man. It would have been pretty cool if we became this like big frost mage, but that's a different campaign. It's a different vibe. Day 136 dawns. Yeah. We have like massive war breeds. We have a couple of banshees, some skulls, chaos eaters, people watching awe as you stride forth, leaving madness and destruction in your wake. A red dawn shines upon the realm as you call forth the age of chaos. Well done, Lord of Chaos. I like how you're a Lord of Chaos, but if you get nature victory in Magic, you become God of Nature. This was a really fun campaign. Man, we own so much of that. So much of the world. That's nuts. Between me and my ally, like a third each. We kind of got lucky in that, like, we got put on the biggest continent with someone that we had such an advantage against. Like, everything I did was fire damage and he was undead. Yellow actually had a boosted start. Oh, so did our ally. Interesting. I'm kind of like mixed on these boosted starts. Because on one hand, I often end up getting allied with one of them. But that's not guaranteed. Like, it's still always a bit of a, like, luck of the draw. Sometimes you end up against 2 of the boosted guys, and you just end up, like, with one of your homies. Who else was on this map? Oh, Belsarius. Yeah, see, there was basically a third guy on this continent because of that. This is so classic Belsarius. He starts, and there's immediately, like, the only landmass above him is another faction. That is precisely how his campaign went. Things we did really good in this campaign. We got out an outpost on, like, turn 4. We started building it. It was up by turn 6. Then Bone Daddy got an outpost on turn 10, and we bum rushed it. Like, I don't know at what point that outpost turned hands. I want to say turn 11 because he withdrew to the Astral Void. I think we literally attacked it the next turn. By turn 26, I had 3 cities. Right? Like, these guys have an advanced start. They have 3 cities. They don't. They have 1 city. They have 1 city. Gangplank managed to get 3 cities, which is pretty nuts. And this guy had 4. And then I think Belisarius got, like, dunked pretty early. Well, he couldn't go anywhere, right? The underground was really small places. Oh, there was also you. Oh, that was your capital? Oh, you were nomads. You moved around, right? Oh, no. Yeah, okay, you did. Oh, oh. I don't think the computer knows how to be a nomad. Look at this. Look at this. He packs up his city, then he moves it like 2 tiles. Not even 1 tile. Then he picks it up and he moves it 1 tile. And then he picks it up and he moves it 1 tile. And then he picks it up and he moves it 1 tile. And he picks it up and he moves it 1 tile. And he picks it up and he moves it 1 tile. And he picks it up and he moves it 1 tile. And he picks it up and he moves it 1 tile. And then he does it again and again. And then finally he leaves. And you might ask, where does he go? And the answer is up there. And that is where he rests. Nomad Conquerors. Nomad Conquerors, and he's the guy who triggered the Age of Death. And what did he do? He just ran around in a circle the entire campaign. That's really funny. Only thing you want in Age of Wonders 4 is better map gen? Oh, I think it's been getting pretty good. I think it's just like Continents and Pangea are the 2 you want to play on. Because they have really good map gens. Pangea is really cool because it very much feels like there are different biomes. It does that really well. And then Continents just has like interesting, like you're on an area fighting someone else and then you have to get across the sea, you know? This is a bigger map than usual? No, this was a large map, but we played with 8 players instead of 7. Which did feel good. Even though like some of them got wiped out pretty early. Isn't 40 hours long enough for a campaign? Oh, it doesn't even take me that long. We're normally like, I'd say like 15 hours a campaign. Done. Normally takes 3 streams or 6 VODs. Mega map with all AIs possible. Yeah, I think you can only have like 9 players. Maybe it's 12. We haven't done a mega map in a while, but maybe we could. Absolutely, this guy's going in the Pantheon. So yeah, we can take secret spells. that's bonkers, man. This is just like if someone has Arctica's Ice Age, they just start and you just see the entire world starting to get frozen. I love the concept of that. What do you get? Probably Overlord's Hunger. Permanent stack of Gorged. Strengthen and heals. Permanent pain. Yeah, I think Overlord's Hunger. It feels right for him. It was the first book we took. Oh, just shy of 7 points. Not that we need them. Lot of hero gains a level. I gotta say, man, one of the things I really love is the changes to XP, where sitting inside of a city is no longer a stupid thing to do. I really like the changes they made to the XP system. Dope. I think we have everything unlocked. Hundo. So I want to do a spider campaign. Chat is insisting I do a cat ears campaign. So we'll have to see what we decide to play next. Well, we'll end this one here now. I guess if you see this, let me know in the comments below what campaign you really want to see. And if not, we'll see you back here next time. Until then, bye-bye.